Now, NIO is a company that continues to do very well. This is a company that, when looking at its future prospects and its fundamentals, I think you and me already can agree that this is a company which is doing well, and it is also said to do very well in the future. This is a company that we've discussed a lot on this channel, encouraging you or discussing or explaining to you or outlining some of the things that makes this company to stand out from the other EV companies, and things that will make it to prosper in the years to come. This is one of the good long-term stock that I seriously hold in my portfolio, because I believe, like I said, in what they are doing and in where they are going. Now, without a waste of time, today we read wonderful news of saying that one of the big insurance company just increased their stake by around 3,000% in NIO. You heard me that right. One of the big insurance companies in Israel just increased their holdings on NIO by around 3,000%. Now, this just has to show you again that NIO is a company which so many institutions really believe in its future prospects and its fundamentals. I mean, already you know that this is a company that is owned by over 800 institutions, which is something that must just show you that this is a company that is backed by quite a number of institutions. This is a company that is just said to do very well. I mean, in Wall Street, you already know that this is a company that currently has a strong buy. It's 14 out of 16 analysts currently say buy this stock now, whereas 2 analysts are currently saying hold this NIO stock. There's no analyst in Wall Street who's saying sell this NIO stock, which is something that has to be taken as a very good thing, or as a very good sign that this is a company which is just said to do very well. Now, looking at the price target, this company currently has a 12 months price target of just over $40 per stock, and looking where NIO is currently trading at right now, I think you and me can definitely agree that this price is offering a massive opportunities to those that probably will go and buy it at this low trading price, as it is way over 100% of good returns that you would get if you are buying, or if you are to go and buy this stock for the very first time today. Now, before we go any further, please know that this video is just an entertainment video, and you should not take it as a professional financial advice video. Now, please just do me a favor and hit that likes button if you enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about this NIO stock. And of course, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so and subscribe, so that at least you don't miss the good content. In fact, when you subscribe, just hit or make sure that you hit that notification bell, so that at least YouTube can notify you every time we drop a new content. Now, as I've said, this largest or one of the largest insurance companies in Israel increased their NIO holdings by around 3,000%, and now they own 229.7 thousand shares of NIO, which is valued around $4.8 million. Now, they initially owned around 7.4 thousand NIO shares. Now, at the end of the Q1 of 2020, we read that they increased their holdings by 3,000% on this NIO stock, which is something that I think it should be commendable, and it should make you to definitely see the potential that lies within this NIO stock. Now, there are so many institutions that own this NIO stock. There are so many institutions that continue aiding or loading the boat onto this NIO stock, because they see its fundamentals and its future prospects as being the one that will propel this company to do very well in the future, which is something that I think, as a retail investor like you and me, it should definitely motivate you to probably do the same. This is a company that is also owned by so many Wall Street companies. It's owned by many of the companies worldwide, which I believe, again, it should definitely motivate you. I mean, looking at the average price target in Wall Street, and also looking at the current sentiment in Wall Street, I think that should be enough, or it should be the thing that makes you to definitely also probably consider looking into this NIO stock. And like I said, I'm not forcing you, I'm not saying this financial advice. You know that this is not financial, this is just my opinion, but I definitely think that this is a stock, or one of the stocks that those that are not taking the opportunity right now at this low trading price are definitely going to regret not doing so in the future, looking at so many of the things that this NIO stock is still set to achieve in the future. I mean, you remember that one of the Mizuho analysts, when looking at NIO in broad last year in 2021, came out and said that he believe, or they believe, that 30% of NIO's total revenue will come outside of China, or they will be able to generate that kind of revenue outside of China, which is something that must just show you that not only is NIO going to do well in China, but it is also going to do well outside of China, which is something that must just again motivate you to probably load the boat onto this NIO stock. I always tell you that NIO cars are not only liked in China, but they're also liked outside of China. How many times have you seen in social media of people wanting to get their hands on the NIO cars? How many times have you seen people out there, even the retail investors, saying that they can't wait for the NIO ET5, NIO ET7 to come to their country so that they can get their hands into these NIO cars? This is something that must just show you that this is a car that has quite a huge demand, and it will do very well, because you remember that the services that they offer are of premium, or are premium services, which is why they stand out from service wise. They stand out from battery services which they offer, called BUS, which those that buy the NIO cars have an option to buy a NIO car without a battery, and rather rent that battery on a month to month, and also pay BUS service or battery subscriptions, which entails them going at a battery substation to get their battery change in less than 4.5 minutes. These are some of the things that makes NIO, of course, to stand out. I've discussed this quite a number of times. Now, delivery wise, you'll remember that NIO, I'm still standing with the NIO CEO delivery estimates of saying that they believe that NIO will still maintain 100% delivery rate even for this year 2022, meaning that I'm still expecting NIO to deliver over 182,000 vehicles for this year. I'm still believing that they can pull that through, regardless of the low delivery numbers we saw coming around April of 2022, which of course they came on Sunday. So I still believe that they will still do very well, and I believe that these short-term headwinds of the supply constraints or supply chain constraints in China, which are being brought by the COVID outbreaks in China, I definitely think that it's a short-term thing, and these companies will still do very well in the years to come. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, like I said in the beginning of this video, please do make sure that you hit that likes button, subscribe, that's if you have not subscribed to the channel already, and hit that notification bell so that you get notified by YouTube every time I drop or we drop a new content on this channel. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.